Jason Hartmann, turning fourth place finisher, top American last year at the Boston Marathon. Coming to Boston this year off of a half marathon PR in New York, 61:51. You must be feeling good about things.
Yeah, it was the half was a good indication of my fitness, and it was a good evaluation as far as going forward and seeing if I had to make any adjustments down the line. I didn't really have to force fitness the last 4 weeks. I just had to maintain and be smart, and then allow myself a taper and rest.
What do you typically do if you want to make adjustments between a half and a marathon?
Well, to be quite honest, the marathon's not a good indication of, or the half marathon's not a good indication of a full marathon. You're doubling the distance, so I trained specifically for the marathon, not the half marathon. So as far as adjustments, I maintained my long runs. I didn't really back off for the half.
And so how, you're talking about, that was a big PR for you in New York. What's been different for build-ups?
From previous ones?
Yeah.
I'm doing more mileage this time around. I'm doing about 10 more miles a week than I did the previous ones, so previous last year. And then I'm also doing some cross training. So those are two elements that I kind of added this time around. We'll see if that works out Monday. The marathon distance in the day, trying to be ready on that day is really difficult, and it's an element that's out of your control. Just crap happens, So I feel like I prepared myself really well, to be honest.
What does the cross training entail? I'm always kind of intrigued with what elites do, whether it's underwater treadmill or look to go, or.
So I pursued cross training as a supplemental activity, just to kind of keep some freshness and change the way I did things a little bit. I did the Alter G and the EFX machine. So I did 5 miles on the Alter G once a week, and then 35 minutes on the EFX machine a week. So I just try to do things a little slightly different, keep some freshness, keep some excitement to what I was doing.
You said your mileage is up 10 miles a week, so what is it? What did it peak at for how long did you keep it up there?
I've been running, I'd say of a 12-week marathon build-up, probably 9 of those weeks was 130, maybe even 10. Yeah, I'd say probably 10, about 130. So I like to not have a huge build-up. 16 weeks is probably too much for me, so I like to hover around 12.
It looks like this is the 8th marathon of your career?
Yeah.
You said nailing it right is kind of hard to do. Of those 7 that you've run, how many of them would you say were good marathons for you, and how many were?
I'd say 4 and 4 probably. I'd say right down the middle, yeah. But the disappointing ones I've learned the most from, probably. Just the certain extracting looking at things as a whole. The things I did well on that training block, the things I didn't do well, and how that translated into the race. So now I've taken those things that I've had success in with the coaches I've had, and then try to apply it to what I'm doing now, but also have a better gauge of my fitness and trying not to do things I'm not capable of doing. I think when you're a younger athlete, you really get this mindset that I gotta train hard, I gotta hit this home run, But as you get older, you're just like, I just gotta be consistent. I gotta just get singles, and then eventually, you know what? You might get a pitch that you can hit out, and when you're trying to hit home runs all the time, you strike out. So I'm trying to make contact, and be smart over a period of time rather than just a short window. And that's what age comes experience, and you get more in tune with your body and the things you're doing, and you're even more focused and more driven as to what's important and what's not.
Do you have a race plan? I mean, on Monday, I mean, last year you were fourth, but you know, you can't really control whether a lot of people blow up. I mean, it looks like the weather's going to be pretty good, so you can't really count on that. Are you focused more on running a certain pace for yourself or trying to place somewhere? I mean, how do you, what's your...
I'm not, I don't have a time in mind. I don't have any of those things in my head. I just have to read my body and assess the situation. If they go out in 61, 62, I mean, where have I run to? I haven't done that, you know. So, like I said, I'm not trying to do anything that I haven't trained to do. And I will try to run as hard as I can and allow other people to beat themselves and try to do things that they're not capable of doing.
All right, good luck on Monday.
Thank you, guys.